Hello. How's it going? Okay. Fading out the music. Welcome everybody, happy Friday. It is time for the second half of the first half of the tournament, which is to say round 3 of phase 1. So, quick reminder of where we stand. We're 2 rounds in. And yeah, it's time to get into the funky half of the variants. Starting with Rainbow Six. Perfect for Pride Month, so happy Rainbow Six, everyone. Let's see. I see the team is not there yet. How's everyone doing? We have coming on commentary the one, the only Zamiel.
Hello.
Oh shit! Hello. Welcome. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Let me boot up the stream here.
Sweet.
Looks like we have 3 viewers. Hello, 3 viewers. You're gonna save the VODs as well, right?
Yep, they're actually I'm posting them on YouTube as well, which is cool.
Hello, YouTube audience. From the future or from the past.
Oh, we have a viewer number 3. Hello, Artman. And a new viewer. Hello, 1025. How's it going, everybody? Okay, so we're waiting this round for everyone's knowledge. This is a little bit of a thin round, you could say. 2 teams will not be able to play, so we're going to be watching 1 game live and then 1 game review. Let me check in with the hoodlums here. Let's see. I hope they're free. Okay. Well, while we wait, Zamiel, what are your opinions? You've done a lot of competitions, I know. That's an understatement, but...
Not too many, actually, but go ahead.
Oh. Well, what are your thoughts on Rainbow Six? Because so far we've seen no variant and black, but how does Rainbow change things for you?
The players Rainbow's kind of like the first variant that you learn when you're I remember, like, so I was taught Hanabi by Hyphenated, the person, and I remember like just feeling like I was very, very shaky with playing no variant. And then I remember all of a sudden Hyphenated like dropping me. He's like, okay, you're probably ready for Rainbow now. And then all of a sudden I was dropped into playing Rainbow, and that was pretty wild. But yeah, so I think that experience is probably similar to what most people do. Like, Hanabi's pretty scary when you're learning, and then all of a sudden you get dropped into the more complicated variants. Rainbow's usually the first variant. And yeah, it's a staple for tournaments and competition because the very first competition ever was against BGA. Wait, maybe that's not true. But one of the first competitions was versus Isdariel and the rest of his crew from Board Game Arena. And the most popular variant in Board Game Arena is
wait, Sam, just real quick. I'm just what's like the time frame there? When was that, if you remember? This must have been years ago, right?
I don't know, somewhere like 2017 or 18, something like that.
It's like ancient history from internet terms now.
Yeah. And so yeah, like Board Game Arena I think remains the most popular place to play Hanabi on the internet. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people playing there. And the most popular variant on that website is Rainbow. Everyone loves Rainbow. So it's the classic, it's the tried and true. Everyone loves it and everyone knows it. And I think it's much more interesting than the base game, like the no variant style.
Yep. And it always will hold a special place in my heart because it is an official variant as well, so that's kind of extra cool.
Oh yeah, good point. It's one of the few official variants that people play a lot.
Which that does remind me, just for the viewers, a reminder that after this phase after this round even, we're going into sort of custom variants, sort of fan-made variants. It's going to be white as round 4, and then for all the teams going to the semifinals, they'll be faced with pink and brown, and so that's like a whole new ball game. But yeah, I agree. Like rainbow is definitely a step up in, how do you describe it? I guess like complexity, right? There are more obviously more options.
Definitely a step up in complexity because in normal Hanabi you get clued a red card, and then it's either like red 2 or red 3, for example. And so then like the scope of possibilities for a red card is very small. And then that just doubles when you play a rainbow. Now it's red 2, comma, red 3, comma, rainbow 2, comma, rainbow 3. Whatever the possibilities are times 2. So that's a lot it can be overwhelming for a beginner. Totally. Yeah, it's a lot to keep track of.
Wait a minute, hold on. I see the hoodlums piling in to a white game table. Hold on. I'm checking the schedule here. I got this right, okay? Friday, 6 p.m. Well, okay, I'll reach out to them, but I guess while we have some time, you mentioned some like old school tournaments. I didn't even recognize the person you said you were competing against, but
his name is Dariel, and his wife was Silene, and they formed like the core, and then together with them they had I actually don't remember the names of the 2 other players, but basically 2 of the best other BGA players. They're part of there's a group on Board Game Arena called 2B or Not 2B, which is a play on obviously Shakespeare, but on BGA, like so on actually let me take a step back. On our website on Hanabi Live, it's common to abbreviate the blue 2 as B2, as short for blue 2, but it's actually inverse on Board Game Arena. On that website, it's more common to abbreviate cards by 2B as the blue 2. And so that's where so that's the origin of their group, 2B or Not 2B. And then essentially it's a private Board Game Arena group where essentially they invite all of the high level players who are really good who play on the website, kind of like an insular little group. And so it's nice because you can find high level games a lot easier if you reach out to people who want to play in the group rather than just queuing up for the public at large, obviously.
And are they still active? Just for the viewers, I'm sure.
Good question. Let me pull up their website. I think Romain is the main person in their group who still plays nowadays, I believe.
Well, then folks can reach out to him then. Okay, I did a derp, and I did not yet send the hoodlums the seed information, so one sec.
Oh, Romain's in chat. Oh, hello, Romain. Hey, Romain. Yeah, he's Romain says, for the YouTube audience who doesn't see the Twitch chat right now, Romain is saying that the group 2B or Not 2B is now inactive.
Hey, they can see the Twitch chat. I've got my.
Oh, you're right. Chat. Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a nice addition. It's nice to have stream chat in the VOD for the YouTube audience and for anyone watching after the fact.
Totally. By the way, update. Looks like we can see the hoodlums filing in to the seed. The seed name is Peace on Earth. Yeah, anyone who wants to play these seeds later for fun. I guess you're about to get spoiled, so it wouldn't be very fun.
Well, pause the video and play the seed first, maybe.
Yeah,
if you're watching on YouTube.
But okay, actually, before we jump in, I agree. So we were talking about like rainbow adds complexity. It's tricky, but one especially interesting question I'm curious about is what effect it has in terms of the big name of the game at high level Hanabi in this tournament is BDRs, minimizing bottom deck, because it's a trade-off, right? Because you could argue that you can more easily touch cards because you can choose color, but it is more weird to tell which cards you have. So what do you think? How do you think that pans out in terms of...
I haven't really thought about that.
Yeah.
My initial impression is that it shouldn't really affect BDR too much, other than the fact that I guess, yeah, like as you said, it's a bit easier to touch cards because of more cards are rainbow. So the rainbow cards have BDR of less. But besides that, I don't think it affects it at all, right? Or am I wrong?
I mean, I don't know. It's the same number of cards in the deck, so in theory, um, I guess at least there's a higher skill ceiling, right? Of just like how you can tactically maneuver.
Do you want to remind our viewers what BDR stands for and what it is?
Yes. Well, anyone who's joining for the first time or finding on YouTube, yes, that's a good idea. BDR is bottom deck risk. We'll get into it more when the game starts, but it's the main tiebreaker for this tournament, which is new. Yeah, anytime you discard a card that is not yet played and not seen anywhere else, therefore it could still be on the bottom of the deck. That is what you could call a risk. Hence,
Have any how many games thus far in the tournament have come down to the tiebreaker? I'm curious.
Well, actually, the standings. That's a good question. Let's see. Just a couple. The Hoodlums and Team Hydra, who are about to face off. Yeah, that did matter. It's mattered a couple times. We have had a fair number of not max scores though, so actually most of the scores have come down to just, well, score. But okay, the players are in, so let's jump into it. What strikes you? Actually, Zen, can you see the board? I'm not sure.
1 sec.
Since it's only one game, you could just come join us.
Oh,
yeah, okay.
Yeah, do I have to be on my main account or
No,
because you're on Blue Gay instead of your? Okay.
So what stands out to you when you? Well, first impressions of the board.
Okay, so Mice Ring's going first here. One of my closest Hanabi friends, probably. So if I'm gonna be an unbiased commentator, then if I was to be biased, I would be rooting for Mice Ring's team, but I will be unbiased for this commentary.
Mice has been killing it this tournament. Really cool plays and reads by him.
Mice is just the nicest guy. I've never heard him say anything negative, which is really refreshing. But so Mice is going to start off with so he does a difference between 1 and yellow here, and he chose number 1, and I think that's so the reason why he chose number 1. So that might be odd to you as a viewer, right? Because a general rule of thumb that you learn as a beginner in Hanabi, that if you have a choice between number and color, you always want to choose color. So the fact that Mice Ring didn't follow that beginner's advice is quite strange. And the reason he didn't do that is because of Time Hoodie's hand. It's because it would look like a reverse layered finesse on the Rainbow 2.
By the way, can I just say how cool it is that we can, as spectators, have live hypotheticals, so you can see in chat what he's talking about, right? Helena would not be able to know if this is Rainbow 2 doing a layered finesse reverse on Hoodie.
Yeah, that feature was like years in the making. It's like very complicated, but yeah, we got there eventually.
So yeah, I mean, right off the bat, turn 1, we can see how Rainbow is sort of muddying the waters, you could say. Pun intended.
How beginner friendly do you want to have the commentary today, Piano?
We can do a mix. I think I like to at least explain what a bluff is whenever you see it. So for example...
what happened just now, yeah.
Yeah, so this red clue is clued. It's a play clue, right? Hey, play this red card. Time Hoodie's like, uh-oh, this will not end well. I have to respond. Maybe he thinks he has red 2, red 1, red 2. But he blind plays and it's a purple 1. And yeah, that's it. That's the end of the line. Everyone knows what just happened. It's a nice bluff. Very clever way to get 2 cards played for 1 clue.
And now a more complicated clue is happening with this green clue.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is why we can't go too beginner friendly, because these are like some of the best Hanabi players in the world, and of course they're going to be throwing out all the stops here. So, do you want to take a stab at explaining this one?
Yeah. So it's essentially it's saying to Helena to play the green 4, and that's a signal to Mice, because that's so absurd. Green 4 is very far away from being playable right now. So that's a secret signal to Mice Ring to play his 4th slot. And so it's kind of an unusual clue, because normally in Hanabi, you're doing finesses and you're doing bluffs. and both of those moves make people blind play their first slot card. And so here, yeah, instead of playing his first slot card, we saw Meisterling play his fourth slot card. So it's kind of an unusual little sequence there, and that's called what is that called?
It's called fancy. I don't. It's a 4-charm. And yes,
4-charm, yeah.
Nice Artman. And yeah, that can be really useful as a way to differentiate cards. Because now Halana knows that is, well, a green or rainbow 4, technically. So that'll help a lot with tempo later. Meanwhile, there's a little bit of difference, right? This red card that Marcus got clued, that could be one of 4 things, right? It could be red 2, red 3, rainbow 2, rainbow 3. Of course, it's not a 4 because then Hoodie would have done a 4-charm. So pretty handy stuff.
Oh, interesting. Marcus has written the wrong note on this card.
Oh, Marcus is swagging pre-swag note that it's a 5-color ejection. That's funny.
Oh, I see. Yeah, he thinks it's gonna get Time Hoodie to blind play the Rainbow 1 as the move called 5-color ejection, but that is not the case. So Marcus is being a little bit presumptuous, I guess would be the word.
He's trying to manifest it. But yes, no response from Hoodie, so of course Marcus will now know what's up. Ooh, I like this 3 clue. I feel like, it might look stressful to hold this purple 4 on shop, but Hoodie's cool as a cucumber, just clues 3, picks up the yellow 3 as a secondary card.
Yeah, it's a very solid clue. The team, from Time Hoodie's perspective, the yellow 3 is the most valuable card on the table. And so that locks it in permanently. So this is interesting. I was thinking, if Marcus didn't draw the yellow 1, then Meisterling would be able to clue 4 to Marcus as a, Helena would be able to clue 4 to Marcus as a 4-charm, but that won't be the case because it'll just look like a finesse, a self-finesse specifically.
That is a bummer. Yeah, if this card was like not playable, that's a really good card.
That would be nice to get the P4, and then from there, yellow chop focus would be pretty good as a 2-for-1.
Now I do notice there is going to be an interesting dynamic about. This is a prediction here. It's interesting when 2 players have the same playable card on chop. Because the team, if they really wanted to get sneaky, could basically just let one of them die, right?
Yeah, use some elimination. The problem is that, because they're both on chop, you'd have to clue 1 because it won't play from writing deduction.
Right.
That's unfortunate. Unless you could 2 save the red 2, and then that would work actually. But then it's just like a 1-for-1 on the red 2.
Ooh, okay.
That's interesting.
This is actually pretty funny.
So that's letting Helena play yellow 1, yeah.
Yeah, nice. But yeah, the one thing, I don't know, relying on the writing deductions, elimination and all that, it does remind me of the old school tournaments I played, where just the idea of giving a 1-for-1 clue just felt wrong, because back then, I mean, most tournaments, historically, the tiebreak has been hardcore, just turn count, yeah. So you're really incentivized to just mill through the deck and get as many 2-for-1 high-value clues. And actually, Zem, I'm curious, what do you think about this new hybrid system of BDR and turn count?
I think turn count's kind of boring just because we've done it for a year or more. So yeah, I think this is much more interesting. And maybe ultimately it doesn't turn out to be as interesting, but I think if that isn't true, at least it's a good change of pace. So I'm definitely a fan of BDR as a tiebreaker mechanism.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. Just to experiment and mix it up a little bit. Sorry, blue.
Yeah, so that's a solid 2-for-1 there.
Yeah,
nothing
blue 4
too fancy.
That was another risk card, but now it's going to be picked up and saved.
And that will let mice play. Actually, mice has to get the blue 2 now.
Blue 2, right.
He can't eject.
Wow, bummer.
So, can he? Do you see any ejections for Mice Ring to do on this turn?
Not that would be good at all. No way. No.
So then he'll probably just clue number 2 to Helena, and that has the advantage of filling in the green 2. And it has the disadvantage of looking like R2.
Armin says green to Marcus. No, you gotta be careful. Green to Marcus, that's pretty undefined, but yeah, you're probably gonna have a bad time with it. Yeah, Piper says wait till 2023.
Oh, that's Shoshing as Piper?
Yeah. This is an interesting choice. I like your 2 clue because, yeah, that fills in the other 2.
Well, so it actually gets BDR on red 4 discard, right?
Oh, right. Yeah, this
so
is
that
last turn.
is not great, but it's.
Oh, jeez.
But on the other hand, the team doesn't really need red 4 that much.
Yeah, oof. But now the red 2 just showed up, so it's suddenly a pretty useful card.
Well, Mice Ring, you can't use that because Mice Ring doesn't see his own hand.
Oh, of course, no. I'm just saying this might get scary. I'm scared. I don't know about you.
Oh yeah, I'm terrified.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that they were down to like 1-0 clues. So, oh my God! Wait, I see it. I think I just noticed their idea. I bet their plan is to clue 2 to Halana now. And yep, Natawa in chat, you called it before I did. Yeah, 2 to Halana as a tempo clue chop move.
Fancy. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, nice gentlemen.
Oh, wow. Oh, is that a... Oh my gosh. This is fancy. Now this card, we talked about this earlier, this could have been a red 2 or 3. So how crazy would it be for both players to mark 2 and 3?
I don't think that, like, conventionally you're not supposed to, but maybe they're playing with a custom agreement. I doubt it, though.
Yeah, that's always really dangerous, too. Because, yeah, if half the players think this is gotten... Fortunately, I don't see anyone writing notes on this red 2, so that's probably healthy.
Yeah, as I suspected. So here, Mice Ring can either play purple 3 or do the tempo clue chop move. Yeah.
By the way, Mice, the absolute mad lad, has indeed written red 2.
Yeah, I think Marcus's note is a good note. That's what I would write.
Yeah.
If I was playing like a pickup game. So now, the reason why Mice Ring played the purple 3 is because he expects Helena to get the purple 4 on Time Hoodie's hand. But unbeknownst to him, Helena won't do that. She might just discard so that Time Hoodie or someone else can get Mice Ring's purple 4.
Right, and yeah, that's the double-edged nature of having 2 playables on chop. Is there any good discharge, maybe? Hey, yikes.
Green to Marcus.
Oh yeah, hey, here's an opportunity for the green. Green.
But that doesn't help because it protects nothing. It protects. So that's actually not good because it communicates to Marcus that his hand is important when it's not.
Right. Yeah, that would even probably chop move. Yeah. Okay, here's a cute one. How about purple to hoodie? Let's get cute for a sec.
Oh, as a what is that move called?
A bad thing. Bad touch. Eliminate. I don't know if it's gonna finesse or just elimination notes.
Oh, it's called trash touch principle.
Ah, nice.
So yeah, so it'll make Marcus, because slot 2 has yeah, this is a bit complicated. So notice how the purple 1 and Time Hoodie's hand has negative yellow on it. So that would mean that it's true purple, which means that Marcus can write. Oh, he actually did it. That's interesting.
Oh.
In the real game.
Wow.
Yeah, so now Marcus should write elimination notes for P5, and because it's on slot 1, it doesn't have to be clued, and it can be blind played from writing deduction. So that's pretty cool.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not sure what the conventional agreement is. You can tell me if you remember if Marcus should actually play it right now, or just mark it.
No, it can, because he can't play it because it can be on slot 1 or 2. It can't be on slot 3 because slot 3 is he's about to discard now.
Okay.
But yeah, so because So he'll discard slot 3, and then he'll have elimination notes on slot 2 and slot 3. And if it's riding, only after it rides can he blind play it. Right now the team doesn't have a lot of clues, so like no one has time to clue it anyway. So he definitely has to wait a while.
Yeah, Marcus.
I don't know what Marcus is thinking about. He needs to just discard. There's no choices here. Unless he wants to play the blue card as blue 3, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, okay. Fascinating.
Yeah, so here the tempo clue chop move is nice. And that lets Time Hoodie discard purple 1, and then because it rides, then Marcus can blind play purple 5, which gets a clue back, and then my string has a safe discard. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that last part because that's irrelevant to what my string will do.
Yeah, Halana's hand is definitely pretty scary. With only one clue, but I agree. Yeah, the 2 clue looks maybe necessary. But I wouldn't count out anything from Mice. Maybe he's got God reads that he's got trash on chop. We'll have to see.
So he could also clue. Unfortunately, if my string clues blue to Time Hoodie, then it will wrong prompt blue 4's blue 3.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Because it was just picked up. He does have a note. Pretty sure this is not a 3, but
I don't know how he wrote that note. Where does that note coming from?
I guess there was a blue 2 sitting around, so yeah, I'm not sure though.
Oh, I see. Because it could have been so on turn 9. It could have been. Oh no. Yeah, on turn 9 you could triple finesse from my string's position.
But how does Marcus know that? Oh, maybe because he discarded yellow 1.
He knows his hand at this point. Like he knows all the cards. He knows that slot 1 is yellow 1 and slot 3 is blue 1. He just doesn't know the identity of the blue 4. So yeah, so he can see that the triple finesse is working. So that's how he knows it's not a 3.
Okay, well, we did get the. I honestly, I'm not surprised to see this just because Mice again has been playing really, really well. He's had some really good reads this tournament, and I didn't do the math or anything, but he decided that his chop is safe, and that the team needs a clue. So
now my string after that. So there's 2 interpretations for this clue, because if my string didn't chop move it, then this does chop move it, and if he already did chop move it, then it's just a 5 save. So now essentially either way it kind of confirms that this card is red 2.
Great point. Yeah, I love when that kind of clue you just get to collapse the
superposition.
The waveforms. Yeah, saved either way. It's a very nice clue from Halana. Yep, I love all their notes here.
Oh, so that's interesting. So that's focusing R4. Ooh. So that is what, undefined?
Oh, clever. No, I think it's just a single bluff, because red 3 is known. Remember, that was gentleman.
Oh, you're right. And red 2 is known as well.
So maybe this is even better confirmation that red 2 is in fact there. So that's really
that's quite clever.
Yeah, that's
okay.
And there you go. Red 4 is saved.
So so now Helena's going to be locked, unfortunately, because she doesn't know G2. So my string has to discard slot 1 here, which is safe, but then Helena's locked. Helena will probably 5 save the blue 5. And then that lets Time Hoodie discard P1.
Well, actually, no. Now that the blue 3 is bluffed, you can straight up clue blue to it. Now.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Wow, they've navigated this really well. That red clue is really clutch.
Yeah, so blue to Time Hoodie is working, as well as yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, the purple 5 superposition is collapsed as well, so Marcus can blind play P5.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, and for chat, the reason is right. So let's go back to this clue. I'll just do it in hypo form. Let's imagine Marcus's hand was total trash. This purple clue would be absurd because from the good touch principle, right, Time Hoodie will always think this is purple 5 after purple 4 plays. So Marcus trusts that that must mean that there must be reason that Hoodie knows this is Uh-oh, I just heard a bomb noise. So yeah, Marcus knows purple 5, and clearly it's not on chop anymore because no one's saving it. So, ooh, okay, trouble in paradise here. Looks like Mice read that as a double bluff.
Yeah, it was kind of a confusing clue because Mice Ring isn't officially supposed to know that he has R2, even though he does have the note written. So I guess actually, like if it were me, I wouldn't have written the note at all. And so I would have made that same mistake. But Mice Ring made the mistake for a different reason. He just didn't compute that the red 4 was one away from playable. So there's like two avenues for that mistake to happen. Yeah, and it is a tricky clue from Helena.
Yeah, now, speaking of tricky, of course. Oh, that's the worst kind of anxiety because you weren't necessarily promised the anxiety, but oh yeah, Marcus
I wonder R1 could be on slot 1 or M2. So that I wonder why Helena played G2 instead of the Rainbow 3.
Oh, you know what it might be? Okay, so from the 4 charm, the green 4 is known. How crazy would it be if Helena's play here gives Marcus green 5 elimination? Because that seems like...
Well, I don't think so, because like well, back up a step. What card did Mice Ring expect Helena to play?
Well, that is true, yeah, I guess.
Because Mice Ring expected to play a non-5, right? The only playable 5 is P5, which is in Marcus's hand. So Mice Ring's expecting to play a card that doesn't give the team a clue back, which puts Helena, if everything goes successfully, it puts Helena in anxiety. And then Helena is expected to play slot 1. So, like, so this sequence is pretty confusing.
Yeah. Whew, it's still scary, but I guess yeah, hard to say, but it worked out for them. I don't know. I guess she had to think, like, worst case from her perspective is it bombs green 3, but she literally sees the other green 3, so it's all good.
Yeah, that Helena's move is the only move in the game I don't understand thus far, because I would have played like M2.
Got it. Yeah, I agree. But, I mean, it's hard. Is the yellow card known? What do you think happens? Is the yellow 2 now?
No. Oh yeah, so that's interesting because that's priority, right?
Oh my god! Wow, it is.
So that is gonna be a problem because M4 is not. So Mice Ring might interpret this as playing Rainbow 2 from slot 1, and then that would make Helena play M3, and then Time Hoodie would play M4 or something like that. That's kind of crazy, but the reason I'm constructing this solution is because it looks like a mistake. Okay, there's the blue clue, so that's also a weird clue. What's the point of the blue clue? Was it like fixing the priority?
Oh, this is going off the rails. This feels kind of spaghetti-ish in terms. I feel like there's mounting desync, but maybe they have it under control.
So Time Hoodie doesn't have any notes on P5. So Time Hoodie may not have been aware that elimination notes were written. In which case, if that is true, then Time Hoodie won't bomb anything, and because he won't see the priority. And if that's true, then the blue clue means to play slot 1, which will bomb.
Well, we are mistaken on one point. I keep forgetting the red 3 is known, so.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay, so it's less weird than I thought.
Because the focus of slot 2 is chop focus, which is just playable B5.
Okay, so that makes so Marcus is playing this as what we call a load clue. Marcus could play the 5, but he realizes better teamwork if he plays the 4 and lets Hoodie play the 5. So okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense than a priority thing.
All right, folks, you might be about to see something really cool. Maybe not quite yet, but I don't know. It's always fun to see.
Yeah, on
these-
this turn, Marcus should play p5.
Well, there's a
Or
green
okay, I
3.
guess he's gonna get g3 actually.
Yeah, man, this is spicy.
So I wonder if
Jeez.
probably red to time hoodie is clean.
Cheers,
Is that
Artman.
it?
Zam, feel free to partake in hydration if you want.
Oh, I thought you were like telling me to go get a beer or something. I was like, it is Friday.
Go for it,
Maybe I
yeah.
should do that. I have like a stomach ulcer right now, so I actually can't drink anything or else I'll
Ooh.
like die,
Jeez. Rough.
unfortunately. So
sucks.
what's the best way to get this G3? Probably red to time hoodie. Yellow doesn't work, unfortunately.
Red didn't work out well for them last time, but yeah, that works.
Like I think red is optimal because it fills in the rainbow 4, which
Oh,
is
good point.
useful for the team.
Well, the blue suit is already done, so maybe that's less important now. But yeah, I don't really see.
Yeah, well, okay, so then just green.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Like I still think it's better to fill in the invisible card. Like he has R3. Everyone has R3 written on the R3, but just in case, it's better to fill it in with a positive clue. Just in case there's a, because like Marcus doesn't know that there's 4 notes on it. Necessarily, like someone could have made a mistake, right? So it's better to hedge against someone making a mistake. Like
That's a good
Marcus doesn't
point.
really need negative green in his hand. I guess negative green on the 5 helps because Marcus doesn't know he has G5 in his own hand.
Based on the games these guys have played before, I will say that they have done some really wild. They have like a lot of. They play with a lot of trust between them, so I'm not surprised that they are taking the more convoluted routes. You know, trying to eke out that little bit of value.
Yeah, I mean it's just so small of value. Like negative green is just a insignificant amount of value, but yeah.
For sure. Yeah, no, I'm not to say it's better or worse, but just seems to be their signature style this tournament.
So here Helena can play G4, and I think her other option, I guess, is to get the yellow 2 to play, and she could do that with a 4 clue, I believe. 4 to time hoodie would be a self prompt.
Yep, good point.
And that would also prompt. Yeah, that's what she does. Okay.
Good question from Natawa on chat. Is multi-3 known multi? Let's see.
No, it is
It was clued red.
It was ancillarily clued as part of a chop focus thing.
I mean, I'm sure she suspects it, right? Because she sees red 2, 3, 4, 5. So hopefully it's a good multi-card. But it's technically.
Yeah, it could be like M1 trash, unlikely. But yeah, by good touch principle, it's Rainbow 3, Rainbow 5.
Yeah. Okay, the 4 clue is nice. Feels confusing to me, but yeah, you're right. There's just no other identity that would make sense.
Because R4 is known and G4 is known.
And now Rainbow 4 is known, so it's never it's never Rainbow 4. So, and there it is, folks. We got ourselves an elimination writing deduction blind play.
Yeah, that one's nice because it gets a clue back for the team when they were at 0 clues. Yeah, so my string obviously can play the yellow 3.
Very nice.
And then Helena can play G4, Time Hoodie can play yellow 4, and then that sets up Marcus to bluff yellow 5.
Oh, beautiful, yeah. Yeah, so things are sort of unwinding. I will say, I don't know. What do you think about the distribution now that they're moving in towards the late game? I mean, there's no red one. That's the big
2, 2, 2. It is evenly distributed currently. The only problem is 3 and 4 are out of order, but it's not a huge deal. They haven't 0 BDR, right?
Yep, so far. Things got
Oh, is
tight,
that chop focus? Yeah. Okay, so it's a play clue on M2.
Makes sense. Oh, could they have even done... No, never mind. That's in bluff seat, so never mind.
Yeah, that's a solid 2 for 1 because yellow 5 will play. like from Marcus's perspective, it's going to look like M5, but my string will play it, and then Marcus will write elimination notes on M5, just like he did with the P5.
Right. Yeah, Marcus just drawn half the 5s in the game, so...
Yeah, so now the 3, and then actually playing the 3 will make Marcus write elim notes.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, elim notes all day.
So it'll actually happen sooner than 43, 44. Yeah, I said it would happen on turn 45, but it's actually going to happen on 43. Yeah, so right now Marcus discards slot 4 and he writes elim notes in slot 2, 3, and 4.
Makes sense, yep.
And then my string can play the yellow card.
This was never prompted, so this is why we're saying M5 is known somewhere.
So yellow 5 will play here, and then Helena can clue green or something. Or maybe 5. Green is ugly because it...
5 at this point.
Yeah, green is ugly because it gets green 4 touched, which is trash, but it doesn't matter that much.
Alright, so now I good point about the red 3, 4 are out, oh god, wait, the 3, 4, and 5 are out of order. So they have to pray they're not getting like triple bottom decked by red 1. But
I've had games like that before. I'm sure you have as well.
I've yet to see, not in a competition, maybe like once in my life have I seen a deck like that. Plenty of double bottom decks for 3s or 4s, but
actually it happens more often with like black 1 on the bottom.
Also, wait, what just happened? Oh,
he did
a positional.
Yeah, he did a positional, which is kind of nice.
Very nice, yeah, because that positionals are so cool, especially in tournament. Why clue stuff when you can just clue stuff and dig deeper towards red 1?
So now red to mice, and then okay.
Oh wow. What are they digging for? I guess it just doesn't matter. I don't know.
I would include red there. I don't think it matters though.
Yeah.
Red's a bit more clear. It also fills in the red 5. I don't think that's that's known.
Whew. Okay, well.
And then
very nice. Bomb slot 4 swag. Okay.
Nope. It doesn't matter if they get extra bombs, right? For the rules.
No. Never ever. I would never do such a thing. I love my bombs. Or as the civilized crew said, the tournament. What was it? The tournament discard. Just bombing stuff. Well, GG. Yeah, that was perfect score, perfect BDR. How did you think they did?
Yeah, the only mistake was the double bluff thing for my string, and I guess Helena randomly picking the right card. I don't know if you'd classify that as a mistake. I probably would, but maybe there's some context I didn't understand. Could be the case.
I think it was a clever play, just because worst case, she saw all the other green cards, so it was a little lucky, I think. But maybe you're right also that there was context. So
I can ask her in chat. Are we gonna set up? Someone else is playing the seed, right? Or
yeah, so this one's a little sparse, but we have another replay to watch if you're down for that.
Yeah, of the same seed.
Yep. So I'll make a shared replay table. Oh, but before I do that, oh my god, I almost forgot my spoiler tag. I'm learning, chat. Look at me go. And I'll update the title. Amazing. Alright, so up next is Team Hydra. And yeah, Zam, I don't know if you followed the New Blood tournament at all, but Team Hydra, just to remind everyone, Team Hydra was our winner of the New Blood tournament, and they've really been playing well. They're currently tied for first in their pod. So they might be going from New Blood to semifinals.
Who's all on Team Hydra?
Well, let's find out. Boom. It's Darth Gandalf, Tails, Sturm, and Forehead. I think they're playing around level 18 conventions, but with some spicy added stuff. Yeah, it's been a pleasure to watch them, so... Okay, I always have a panic attack that it's not the right seed, but it is, so that's good. All right, let's do it. What do you think of Mice Rang's open 1 to tails?
Yeah, I think it's optimal. Another possibility is purple to forehead.
Although it's funny
And
that also might look like Rainbow 2.
yeah, it's a bit weird. That's why Mice Ring probably didn't do that because it's ambiguous. It's better to give your teammates like you want to empower your teammates, not take them away. Like it's sometimes you want to be in the driver's seat, but not usually. Like it's better to have, in this case, forehead to have full information about what's going on, so the forehead can make the best move. And if you clue purple to forehead, it's bad because now forehead, his hands are tied. He can't clue the rainbow 1. He doesn't know what's going on. He has to hedge different possibilities, and then he can't give the best clue that he otherwise would be able to do. So I don't really like purple. So yeah, I think Mice Ring's clue is optimal.
Yeah.
I thought about this in the game, by the way. So do 4 to forehead as an opening clue.
4 to 4. Yeah.
And so what it does is it makes Sturm think he has B3.
Oh my god.
So in this hypothetical, we get yellow 1 before yellow 2 plays.
Jesus.
So all you have to do is then you fix purple with P4, and then everyone stops at that point. So that's kind of like a wild. I would not do that in a competition, but that's like a fun line that is. It's also bad because the 4 doesn't even look blue.
Right.
So it like essentially doesn't work because forehead won't play. He'll be dicking around waiting for Sturm to play probably.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's almost too efficient, right? If it ends up having someone discard. I had another funny idea, which is similar. I'd argue blue to forehead as a. It would probably get
charm.
A full charm. Yeah, because like you said, right? It's not like a triple O because why not just start with 4?
Oh, and then you can prompt it with 2s to tails.
Exactly, yeah.
Afterward.
And then the blue 1 plays. So that'd be cute.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. That is more.
But I mean, the thing it doesn't do is, I mean, that both your line and Mice's line is giving opportunities to get these spicy ones. Because yeah, like you said, I mean, yeah, this 4 charm also does not empower tails because it forces her into blind playing. So I don't know. I think there really is a good argument, like you said, just one.
Well, that doesn't matter because like P1 stays on finesse position. The risk in that line is like, do we lose red 3 because purple 1 might not come out in time to get the P2, right?
Yeah,
so we don't want R3 getting discarded. So
right.
You kind of want that down sooner than later, but it's like a weak risk because you have 8 clues, and it'll probably come down before discarding happens anyway.
I'm pretty sold on this 1 clue, but let's see what Darth Gandalf opens with. Natalia, you're probably right. It might double bluff. Fine. You're right.
Double bluff. Oh, right.
Because yeah, maybe this doesn't work. Fine. All right, so we got. Oh, interesting. Mix it up. Actually, I'm kind of glad this happened.
Yeah,
I'm curious.
Really bad clue.
Okay.
Sorry. Not to be too negative. I hate this clue. I'm seething with anger. No, I'm just kidding.
This is sort of the worst of both worlds, at least from what we talked about, right? Because now, it's not getting weird value, but it's also disempowering tails. So, yeah, Darth Gandalf's note is Okay. Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think he probably knew his mistake as soon as he clued it.
Got it. Yeah.
And that's a bad clue because, or I guess it's a 1-for-1, right?
This one's legit.
It's a 1-for-1 from Tails' perspective, which is fine, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, yeah, this 3 is definitely scary. So there's the 1, which of course does not help eliminate what's going on to Tails, but okay.
1 instead of green. Why not green there?
Yeah, the one's clues are a little flip-flopped here. I would agree. Honestly, yeah, I feel like this one's clue would tell me that I have Rainbow One here. But
Well, oh, if you're in Sturm seed, well, from Darth Gandalf seed, it just means he has trash in his hand, like,
right.
like double G3 or something like that.
Yep, good point.
But from Sturm's perspective, yeah, it does look like Sturm has something on slot 1.
That's
That
really
it might even be enough to blind play if you're like if you're doing a tournament thing.
True. Okay, well, really strong clue from Gandalf, though, I think. Wait, not necessarily, but I might even prefer yellow. Because this still makes it really look like this has gotten...
Yeah, that's a really questionable clue. Like, well, you can just get a 2-for-1. Why do a 1-for-1 when you can do a 2-for-1?
Alright, well, fortunately there is enough going on that they're not going to get punished too hard, at least on the front end, but they are 4 clues deep, so I'm seeing a lot of 4s on 3s on chop, so...
Yeah, they're probably going to get a discard of something important.
Any predictions? What's going to fall first?
I don't know. I'm not going to predict anything.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wow, okay,
Oh, so Tails made a mistake there. Like, Tails, that can bomb, that could be M2 and bomb.
Well, not that the 2 got the play clue. Tails still has negative yellow on the rest of her cards.
Oh, you're right. So it can't. Oh, so that collapses the superposition as yellow 1. Okay, you're right.
Okay, so okay. So the yellows are playing.
That can be. Wait, what is that doing?
4 finesse on purple 3.
Oh, I see. It's a self finesse. Okay.
I believe. I guess you could say it's like an occupied kind of thing. Let's see if Gandalf believes it.
It could be green, so he has to play the 1 first.
Oh, right, of course. Man, it's so easy to be blind when you're doing review and you can just see all the cards. But yes, good point. This could be green 1, green 2, green 3. Very correct. I gotta say, this red 3 is looking unhealthy right now.
It's coughing over there. It's like shit has the chills.
I don't feel too good. Okay. There's still hope, though. There's still a yellow clue to go.
So how did that play? Oh, never mind.
Oh, no.
No, green.
The commentator's curse is real, even from beyond the grave. Oh, no.
Was there, go back to 10, was there ejection?
Not at level 18. There's no 5s to color eject.
Oh, are they only level 18?
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I don't see an ejection. Chat, help me. Piper, this is your job.
Yeah, I was more curious if there was like some Kimby move.
No. You could, maybe there's like a recluse. No, there's just nothing.
Oh, reclue too, but it doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay,
so.
Nice. Yeah, recluse. There you go.
Well, it doesn't. It's not nice. It's pointless.
Well, here's what it does. Well,
it would make forehead bomb yellow 1. Is what it would do.
Oh god. Let's just move on. Yeah. But I do see what is available is just including yellow, right? So I do wonder what forehead is one. Yeah, heck and BDR.
Oh yeah, that was actually a well. Yellow 3 is not in danger of being discarded because purple 3 is going to blind play on this turn. That's so true. It's not super urgent. But I'm surprised blue 1 hasn't been gotten by now.
Discharge. Again,
yeah, like really. So why is this green? So go back to turn 10. So like, why is Tails getting rainbow 1 instead of blue 1 when Sturm already has something to do and forehead has nothing to do? It's like very strange.
Now I do feel for them for sure. This blue 1 is like perfectly awkward, right? It's blocked by 1 and blue.
Oh, you can't even get the blue 1.
Yeah,
so
it is pretty awkward.
Maybe Tails expects ejection, like 5-color ejection from using Tails as 5. Or I mean discharge.
Yeah, discharge would be great.
Okay, so that makes more sense now. That I see that the blue one is blocked.
Spot, though. Let's see. Man, yeah, I don't know. Maybe okay. Here's my last thing I'd say, and this is I know we can move on, but in desperation, play the yellow 2 first to force a load.
A load clue. We saw that in the previous game. Yeah, it would be a 3 clue though, right? I guess it doesn't matter.
Sure. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it literally doesn't matter. Maybe 3 is better.
I like 3 just to give information on the hidden cards in case Darth Gandalf missed the finesse or something like that. So it's nice to hedge in that way.
This is tough. I mean, yeah, this is a scary spot. They are 2 clues, and forehead seeing, chops loading up, so maybe it's just the hard sort of calculation you need to do. So, there we go. Finesse not missed. It's nice.
So now G4 is in danger. It's probably gonna die because there's nothing. It will die because there's nothing to do, right?
Well, no, there's blue. There's blue.
Oh, blue.
Let's pray for the blue clue. Okay.
Oh yeah, and that it's better because it lets Sturm play yellow 2 on this turn, so that's good.
And actually, you know what I will say is forehead's discard. Maybe the one thing this red 3 died for. It should, if everyone's paying attention, it should spook them, right? They should be scared about, because if Tails' hand is all trash or something, why would forehead feel the need to discard, right? So
yeah, specifically Tails is slot 4. It doesn't communicate anything else.
Right, yeah. So really good play by Tails. I mean, to not, follow forehead's lead here to discard.
Well, yeah, even absent that context, it just makes sense because Sturm has a play, and we need to get blue 1 on this turn.
Yep. There we go.
So now a discharge would be nice. Maybe yellow to forehead, and that fills in the rainbow 3.
Yellow. Oh, nice. Show that. Yeah, that's nice. It's not unnecessary or anything.
Yeah, it's not unnecessary because it fills in the card. Otherwise, it. And also, green 2 is blocked. So regardless of any contact or touching of clues, it is necessary.
Okay, so we got the play. I gotta say, I'm wondering if they're just sort of...
Yeah, it's bad because they gotta be thinking about BDR, and now they lose G4.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're losing tiebreaker here. Yeah, also, it's just nice, even if you weren't playing a tournament game, it's nice to keep G4 around, because you can get bottom decked and lose perfect score.
Oh, okay. You know what? I will apologize, though, that in this case, we actually saw... Well, no, never mind. Okay, I do like this play because Gandalf sees that Tails can bluff the purple. So
well, with what clue? With like 3 as a 1-for-1?
Yeah, worst case. Or I do like maybe Gandalf is hoping that. Well, it paid off for him here.
Yeah.
But no, I do agree that it's scary for sure.
Yeah, I still think the discharge is better than a 1-for-1 on P5. Yeah, because you can always do it later. You can always get P5 later, and then it keeps G4 around for an additional turn.
If you want to go real spicy, like purple to Sturm discharge.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm not really sure what it does.
It lies about the identity of that card, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because that card is intended to be good. Didn't Piper have some convention where like it shifts the signal?
Hey, that's a real convention. You added it to the doc.
Oh, what is the convention?
It's unknown trash charm. So if purple was clued here, and they're literally all trash, then Tails would charm.
Well, what's the convention when one of them is trash and one of them is not trash?
Well, then it's just a discharge.
Well, no, because a discharge means an unknown trash discharge means that every card has to be good.
Yeah, the other one. Okay, so you're saying maybe you're talking about the blast, the junk blast.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I think that's the one I was thinking of.
Who could forget the junk blast? Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, this did pay off. Maybe Gandalf was sus that he had some good stuff. So, I don't know. Worked out. And there's the good stuff.
Yeah, now we're losing G4 again, potentially.
Yeah. Tails hand, it's like they're just ignoring the problem and hoping it'll go away.
Well, he can also do yellow again on 21.
Yellow.
Yellow to forehead.
Oh, yeah.
The same
nice.
clue. The same clue is still working. But he might just play.
Well, what's happening?
I don't know.
Do you see this? It's my mouse. Hold on. Chat, help me. Yeah, okay. My server just got disconnected.
You probably got banned. Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, shit. Oh, because, okay, something went wrong and I started spamming, like, exit, enter, replay. Did I just get IP banned or something?
Yeah, one sec, I'll unban you. What's your, can you DM me the name of your account that you were on?
Bluke A. Oh, do you need the password?
No, I don't need the password. Just DM me the name of the account.
This is very fortuitous that you're here right now to... Chat, you saw me. I wasn't hacking. This wasn't a DDoS.
Okay, try now.
I don't know. Let me, like, reset my mouse. Hold on. Jeez.
Yeah, that was weird. It, like, started spamming, like, enter hypothetical and then exit hypothetical over and over.
Yeah, I went to jail. Hanabi jail. Okay, well, now I'm... okay. To show Samuel's idea, yeah, yellow looks really strong.
Another idea is there a way to get, like, slot 2 plus slot 1 somehow? Is there a move for that?
Oh, of course there is. 1 to Sturm.
As a, what is that, as a what? What is that doing?
So this is well, I mean, this is
oh, chop move.
If you're talking piano piper QPP logic, this would be an unnecessary assumption, trash.
But wouldn't it get slot 3 because slot 4 is trash? So it's chop moving trash, so that would get slot 3.
No, it's just a bad chop move ejection. So.
Oh.
And then Sturm can see that was unnecessary.
Hold on, I thought, what's it when you chop move a playable card? Is that ignition?
Ignition, yeah.
Okay, so if it's trash, it gets slot 2. That's counterintuitive that trash gets slot 2 instead of slot 3. But okay, so then it's unnecessary because blue is working. So Sturm would play blue 3.
Yep,
that's the best move. That's the actual best move. My yellow clue is garbage in comparison to that.
I mean, that's why we love trash. What did you call it? An unhealthy obsession with trash.
Yeah.
But okay.
Oh, he just clues blue. Okay, yeah. So that's like the worst of all worlds.
What works. But yeah, the green 4 problem is. Oh wait, yeah, no, it's still here.
So now there's no purple to Sturm maybe.
Oh, this is scary. No, it's
purple
no
to Sturm works to get it.
Oh wow, is a Zamiel? Oh my god, is a trash push discharge.
Well, no, what? Wait, yeah. Wait, it's just
This has negative rainbow, which is the important thing.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay. So,
I'm joking, but let's see what we do. Green, interesting. Whoa.
Yeah, so that's weird.
Oh, wow.
Look at Sturm's note on the G4.
Let's see. Do not tell me this was a misclick. That's what I
know. I love notes. It's not a good feature of the website. I'm loving it.
Yeah, the notes.
And Darth Gandalf just has a frowny face.
No. Oh, Phantom. Oh no. Oh no.
So he thought it was G2, I guess. I don't know.
Based on these notes, I'm guessing this does not end well. Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. So it doesn't. Yeah. Can that really be G2? It's almost like focus inversion, but it would invert to slot 1 and it would still bomb anyway. So
I do.
Either way, bad things are happening.
That's a really interesting idea, though. But yeah, I think I agree with you and Natawa that this should probably bomb. Oh, Gandalf is in chat, looking at my embarrassment. No.
Yeah, that's okay.
It happens.
I've done worse.
We've all been there.
Done worse than that.
Uh, it is a BDR though, so there is that.
Oh yeah, do bombs count as BDR? I guess that would make sense.
Yeah,
No.
as long as it could still be on bottom, yeah. Otherwise, it does not. Whew, boy. Okay, so there's some fixing that needs to be done there. Nice.
Yeah, that's a good clue.
Yep. Very solid. Oh wow.
What is the 5 doing? Oh, trash. Wait, are we still in the early game? Yeah, it's a trash or 5 pole. I mean, sorry. What is it called? Early phase or something?
Yeah, low score phase.
Low score phase. That's what it is.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, they're just barely squeaking into the. This is a cool convention though. Powerful stuff.
Well, you made it up, so yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't make up 5 poles. I just like them.
Well,
so
you
much
made up low score phase, right?
Yeah, I was like, these are so good that we should just extend them.
So, like this specific convention, you invented.
All fair.
So yeah, there you go.
Okay, but it looks like this was chop moved. Uh-oh. There's
Oh
some
yeah, I don't know how that
happening.
got chop moved. Was that probably from? Let me go back.
Sturm rates chop move. Huh.
Yeah, I don't know how it got chop moved. I like click through and I don't understand.
Maybe from the bomb, he's just like, screw this, I'm chop moving. No.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully not.
Interesting. Well, we'll see. Alright, so BDR City here. But now there are 5s running on chop too, which is scary.
Okay, so what is that doing? Oh, I see. It's trying to. Oh, Sturm took it as a double chop move from the 5.
Oh, okay.
Instead
of
a. That's what happened. Okay, that's unusual. I've actually never seen a player do that before, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
I mean, I don't hate the convention, but it's.
Well, it's not a convention.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
I wouldn't.
If it did exist, it would be okay, I guess.
Come play GTS, and you can chop move all the cards you want with a 5. But okay.
So that's like trying to repair the problem and get Sturm to play the blue 3 is what that clue means.
Yeah, okay, I appreciate a good fix.
And that will let Gandalf play yellow 3, and we have a safe discard from Tails' hand.
Now, I am afraid, though, that... Is there any risk? I've seen this in pickup games where this kind of clue is like, time to blind play. I don't want to curse them again, but it's looking like this might
Oh, I hope not. I'll be mad.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
That's like the number one most annoying thing about playing pickup games with like lower level players is that like, oh, something's gone wrong. Let's give a fix clue. And then it causes even more bombs. It's like, oh my god.
Oh, no. Yeah, well, okay, so how do we... One thing I'll say is, we already knew, this team is a little bit less, hardened under the tournament pressure. So I totally get it, and we've all been here, where it's really hard to stay composed, especially, we saw bombs, we saw, mistakes, so I don't know. This is something I've been asking all the commentators, so I'd love to hear your thought. Do you have any tips to our viewers?
A clue from forehead is blue.
Yeah, sure.
So that hedges against. So like, let's just say that the reason why forehead chose 1 is because he knew he didn't want a chop move card to be like sitting there the whole game. But it doesn't matter, right? Because R4 is duplicated in Gandalf's hand. So that part of the strategy isn't quite necessary. And the advantage of blue is that it's more clear what the intent of the clue is, right? It's like something went wrong, play this blue card now, please. Is that right. That's what he's saying. And then Darth Gandalf would never blind play from a blue clue, right? So it's just hedging against your teammates being confused. And I love those type of hedge clues, I like to call them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so maybe that would have been slightly better for forehead to do that. I don't know.
Oh man, that's tough. Time Hoodie in chat says, oh, okay, so Time Hoodie thought that this was like a Scream. No, but the thing is, Sturm wrote chop moved on this, so not sure. But yeah, Zem. So, question for you, to for the viewers. Um, do you have any tips from your tournament experience on like how to recover from mistakes, or like how to, I don't know, keep your cool? Do you manage to keep your cool in tournaments?
Well, so it depends on your team, right? Like you just have to have agreements beforehand. Like if so the convention on normal games as per the doc is when a bomb happens, you reset the information, which means that you have to clue it again. But if your team doesn't like that and your team agrees to like not do that, then you have to just proceed as if the finesse happened anyway.
Right,
So
right.
yeah, it just depends on like who you're playing with. Like I know Helena's a big fan of that in particular, of like even if someone fucked up, it doesn't matter. You still assume that the clue is on, and
Yeah,
I
and
hate that.
well,
So
I'm usually I do agree it's a blurrier line in tournament when like there is actual real downside to the fix efficiency, but yeah, I'm with you. You were always a big advocate of that. Just turn it off and reclue it. That is definitely a very safe and
it also
important
depends on
thing.
like how many bombs you have, right? So like
Yeah.
here, there's only one bomb. You have a bomb to spare. You might want to be a little bit more aggressive and just
Hmm.
assume that it's on, and then play ultra safe when you're at two bombs. So that's another strategy you can do as well.
Good point. Yeah. Oh man. Well, tough stuff. But hey, it's hard. So there we go. We got a score of 12. Oh no, the double bomb. Oh
Oh,
no, the game's over. I didn't even realize
what?
that.
Yeah, so Tails playing is super weird.
Ouch, ouch.
I don't know why Tails is playing. At two
That's
bombs, you have to be really careful. You can't just like assume you know what's going on.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, speaking of what you just said, right? This is definitely a case where if a bomb happens, just like, yeah, just like,
Yeah, if a bomb happens and your team is at two bombs,
and it's a
you
five that
know.
just bombed, you know? I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe just turn off what you're about to do and regather your thoughts. Rough stuff.
So I guess um so the reason why Sturm discarded Rainbow 4 is because from Sturm's perspective, Red 5 dies.
Hmm. Right, so it is
Um
some sort of scream. Do you think this was gotten then? I guess you're right that there was this double chop move.
like the reason the reason
Oh,
why Tails plays G2 is because Tails expects Sturm to discard G1 and then Forehead will give a clue of like blue 5. So this is skip discard is not a move. Like you can't do like like let's talk about that because that's kind of interesting. So Sturm is taking it upon himself to send a message to Forehead, but that's a mistake because you have to trust your teammates, right? Tails would be the one to do a generation discard if Red 5 needed to be saved.
mm.
But but Tails didn't do that. So Sturm can't just be like, fuck you, Tails, you know, like I'm going to take matters into my own hands. Like, no, you play by the rules, play by what your teammates are doing, and don't do any crazy, like, off position discards. It's not your responsibility. If it gets to you and you don't have a clue, it's not your responsibility. You have to just trust your teammates and go with the plan. So, like, yeah, like, a lot of people get confused. They think that, like, skip discard is a move, and it is
Mm.
not a move. There's no situation which you'll ever have to do a skip discard chop move outside of two player. And so a
Right,
lot of
right.
people think that like it generalizes. You can do it in three player and four player, but that's not true.
Oh, can I? There is one thing I have. There, this is a proposal I'm gonna propose soon. It's called the ambulance. If you really need to do something that absurd, just bomb your chop.
Yeah, that's already convention.
Oh, okay. What's it called? Just
Yeah,
bomb
it's
chop
called
move.
the misplay chop move.
Oh, I thought that's when you force someone to misplay.
Oh, you're right.
But
It's called the scream blind play,
oh wow. Well
and
then.
it's where you just blind play your chop because that's the safest card to play, and you know you don't want to bomb a 5.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's in the doc already. Um, So yeah, but you can only do that if you have a strike to spare, obviously.
Right.
But also, like, the same logic applies to that move. Like, if it gets to you and no one else has taken necessary precautions to prevent a card from being discarded, it is not your fault. You don't even have to do a screen blind play. You could just discard normally.
Right.
And if you trust the person who came before you, the clue that's generated by you discarding normally will be almost certainly be used by the next player. And like sometimes that logic breaks down, and especially in 3-player games.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, like that's the way you should play.
Yeah, the one thing I will say, I mean, it obviously does, and you said it too, is like it does require a lot of trust in your team. But yeah, it's a good point. I mean,
yeah, like part of Hanabi is being able to look ahead and seeing if 3 moves into the future, Donald is going to discard an important card. And so, yeah, like, you know, it's not Kathy's fault for if Alice wasn't able to play the movie forward, you know.
Totally. But I feel for them, and this was tough. I mean, yeah, I mean, chops are loading up on all bases are loaded, and there's 0 clues. So I totally get that. It's a tense moment, but yeah, scary stuff. So I guess there we have it. That's GG.
GG.
Thanks so much for coming on, Zem. It was a pleasure to have you. Just
no problem.
Chat have any questions for Zem while we have him here, or me, or anything about the tournament. Oh, hello, Libster. Have 3 scenes differing only in having. Oh, fancy. Yeah, I could slowly move this over.
Oh, yeah, you can actually set that up with like OBS has hotkeys as well. So for example, you could do like control 1, control 2, control 3 for 1, 2, and 3 strikes respectively. It's like pretty easy to set that up.
Nice.
Just takes a bit of time, some bit of prep work.
Yeah.
And yeah, that would prevent like, you know, spoiling how the game ended from the beginning. Oh,
Piper has said he wants a circus time from you. If you have any circus.
What objects. Is that?
I don't know. Try to like juggle 2 objects or something. Do you juggle?
No, I don't juggle.
Well,
I'm sorry, Piper. I'm not good at juggling.
Darn. Okay, fine. It can be. Okay, 1 sec. I gotta get juggling balls. 1 sec. Anyways, I don't mean to keep you if you want to go. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. It looks like
all right, guys.
No questions. Yeah, I mean everything. Yeah, thank you for all the in-depth, awesome stuff. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, let me know if you want to grab me on commentary again for the next day or whenever.
For sure. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll reach out. Sounds fun.
Talk to you later. See ya.
See ya. And before we go, I will do a quick circus time. Let's see, what do we call this? Hello. Huh. This will be the Mills Mess. Huh, huh, huh. And then the Rubenstein's Revenge. Okay, there you go. Circus time has been timed. Yeah, if anyone ever wants to like learn how to juggle, just let me know. It's great fun. But okay, folks, that'll do it for Pod A. Well, actually, that's not even true. That was only half of Pod A. We'll have the Deckmasters playing. They also could not play today. Their schedule seems to be cursed. Hey, threes, yeah, you know, Ref Civ's okay for that. There's also GTS. That is one thing I might actually stream some GTS later. One thing I'm excited to play all these seeds with GTS and just see how it lines up. But anyway, where was I? Right. So just to catch you all up, Deckmasters and KT will be playing at another date. But the Hanabi will keep coming. Round 3 Pod B is tomorrow at 4 p.m. We're going to have the Civilized team playing live for the first time, which is exciting. Yeah. And then we'll be on our last week of Phase 1. Time flies. Yeah, Natalia, everyone should brush up in Rough Civ just for the just for the viewing experience, for sure. I'm proud. I think I have a pretty solid grasp of playful positionals now, so yeah, I'll do my best. So anyway, for now, thank you all for coming. See if anyone else is streaming. And if anyone wants to play Hanabi, I'm going to be playing some knobs this evening. Oh, what? Zeknar's live. Okay, this will be my privilege to send you to my favorite Slay the Spire streamer, Zeknar. So if you like playing silent on Slay the Spire, check this guy out. Alright, see you guys later. Thank you. And show Zeknar some love as well.
It's pretty weird, I would say.
Alright, rating now.
Dual card we have changed, yeah, but never mind, we don't need to try.